Here in the UK, things aren't great. The economy is pretty much wrecked. Taxes are going up despite promises from our Stalin-esque leader that they wouldn't do, and the only real growth industry in Britain at the moment is knife crime. Thankfully though, over in the New World, the eternally offended, the woke far left, the anti-everything brigade, they're still in full meltdown. So that's what we'll look at today.
I am fucking pissed. Where are you? Ever since Trump banned non-binary people, look at these drinks. Look how sad they are. I don't even have cinnamon. There's not even cinnamon on this. Boy, look at this matcha. Trump. Donald Trump, if you could hear me. Donald Trump, if you could hear me, please unban non-binary people, please.
A septum piercing. There's a shock. So the drinks are sad because in the USA now there are officially only two genders. Of course, there's only ever really been two genders. And we know that for non-binary people, those people who are so special they don't obey the laws of fucking reality, there are only three professions available. That is teacher, waiting staff and barista. So maybe the drinks are being made slightly more sadly now that Rainbow Starlight Unicorn is being referred to as Keith because that's the name on his fucking birth certificate. And trans and non-binary people aren't being banned. It's just that the good people of the USA no longer have to play along with the game.
So, when you go for a job interview now, yes, I'm talking to you, and you are black, or you're a Jew, or you are gay, or you are a woman, they can tell you straight up, well, you're black, we're not gonna hire you. You're a woman, we're not gonna hire you. You get the picture? Yeah. Yeah. Are you still trying to tell me that the far right is not racist? Because if you do, you are the problem.
Why would anyone take her seriously given her choice of eyewear? Those glasses look like she's robbed them off Dame Edna Everage, and what is the point she's actually trying to make? Because I'm fairly certain that in the USA there are still employment laws covering things like racism, sexism and homophobia. What's changing though is the DEI bullshit, diversity, equity and inclusion, that's being done away with so that people are employed on merit, not the colour of their skin, the genitals they have and who they choose to share them with. I mean, admittedly, if someone goes for a job and they're met at reception by someone in a white hood with a burning cross, then yes, that company does have a racism issue.
Yesterday, I had the absolute audacity to say, I don't care how many executive orders you sign, you still don't get to tell me who I am. Yesterday, I had the absolute audacity of saying, I don't care if you're elected to the highest station in the world, you still don't get to tell me who I am. Yesterday, I had the absolute audacity of saying, I don't care how much money you have, you still don't get to tell me who I am.
So today, my gender is the absolute audacity.
Oh, the absolute audacity. What a creepy weirdo. And again, he can play Let's Pretend all he wants to, and I'm starting to wonder, do large unsightly glasses affect cognitive function? Because he can pretend to be a woman all he wants, he's really not convincing though, because he looks like what he is, a bloke in a dress who's had his makeup done by Stevie Wonder.
If you're the type of person that is currently right now posting on your social media the number for ICE and saying to report your local immigrants, you're not a fucking good person. That right there is the most vile and evilest fucking shit I have ever seen. I was scrolling my Facebook this morning, which, yes, not a fucking good thing to do because it's Facebook. The people on there, it's just a cesspool of hate and right-wing extremists. But I was scrolling through my Facebook today, and someone I personally know was sharing a post saying, call ICE and report your local immigrants. That is disgusting.
Yes, you're a bad person. Again, the big glasses. So what our tubby friend is saying is that if you report illegal immigrants to ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, you are a bad person. Why? Surely the illegal in illegal migrant gives the game away. I've got nothing against legal migration, my wife is Irish, but illegals, they don't pay any tax, they don't contribute to society, and although it's different in the USA to how it is here in the UK, where when we get illegals, the government rolls out the red carpet and puts them up indefinitely in 5-star hotels. Illegal immigrants aren't helping, they drive down wages, often they're involved in criminality. But according to our new friend, if you object to having your car stolen and your daughter molested, you're a bad person.
Do not worry about the low-income cities or towns. They're not going to be protected from the pollution anymore. It doesn't matter. Women's reproductive health care. What is that? I don't know. If you were not born here and don't have my skin complexion, you're out of here now. Honestly, what? Birthright citizenship. What is that? When has that been a thing? Are you actually joking? The government website for women's reproductive health care. Bye. The website for the Constitution. Yeah, bye. Equal and fair elections. Bye. Because our current president literally straight up said that it was indeed. More power plants, more oil, more...
What a looker. We'll skip over the pollution bit because the rest of the world, don't worry, the UK have got that sorted. And our government are going to get us to net zero by taxing us to death. Even though the UK produces less than 1% of the world's pollution, we're going net zero, whilst China throw up a fucking coal-fired power station every other day. Women's reproductive rights. Now, in the run-up to the US election, isn't that the dog that didn't bark? And I don't know why she's worried about it, because no sane man is firing his love yoghurts into her shame cave. The thing that, if you're not the same colour as me and you weren't born here, there's been no discussion of removing legal migrants. Just removing illegal migrants, which by definition, they are criminals. They are there illegally. Also, has the American Constitution been removed? I'm fairly certain that would have made the news. The rest of it, though, it was just noise. I couldn't make it out.
I'm not wearing the fursuit. Had a very serious conversation with my wife. I'm leaving the United States, and I'm moving to the UK. She's not coming with me. She has too many familial ties here in the States and does not want to leave them. I'm going to be leaving America for at least the next 4 years. The plan is to get a work visa and go to the UK as a truck driver. And then I'll be there for the next 4 years. And then we'll see what the state of America is at that time. Maybe I'll come back. Maybe she will come to Scotland. But yep, that's what's going on. By the end of 2025, I will be living in the UK. And I'll be leaving America.
You fucking well aren't coming to the UK, you transgender furry nut job. You're going to get a work visa and move here to be a truck driver. Sorry to break it to you, Chief, you're also going to need an HGV licence because I don't think the American one qualifies. And his wife isn't coming with him. I bet she isn't. I bet she can't believe her luck. Finally, it's going away. And I love that he's going to come to Scotland amongst the famously progressive and tolerant jocks. Yes, I know it looks like Scotsmen wear skirts. They aren't skirts, they are kilts. I would love to see that man go into a pub in Glasgow. After half an hour, they'd be able to sweep up what was left of him. And to any Americans watching, how will you cope with such a loss? I'm sure your country will just fall apart. One clip left to go.
ICE can now raid classrooms, and as a high school teacher, I just want to make one thing clear. If someone tries to come in my classroom and take one of my students, one of us isn't leaving the classroom. Play with me.
So, ICE once again, and what a shock, that thing is a teacher. Now, I don't know anything about that particular enforcement agency, other than using lazy stereotypes. I'm presuming that because they're American, they will be armed. So when a group of well-trained marksmen turn up at this school, The resistance they will meet will come from a fat transvestite. I think I know which agency will fare better. And the way he talks about the students, oh, they're my students. They're not yours, mate. If they belong to anyone, it's the parents. You can't have children, or rather, you can't bear children because, Chief, you're a man. That's the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, please do like and subscribe if you haven't already. And as ever, thanks for watching. Yes, you're not a good person. Because if you contacted the immigration service, don't be so fucking cruel, Dan. Well, aren't coming to the UK, you cross-dressing furry pervert. And the idea that coming to Scotland, that's the best option for you, is it, Chief? Amongst the famously progressive, forward-thinking jocks. Go to a pub in Glasgow. I've missed fucking loads out. Bollocks.